like I owe you. I was on the island for a month. They don't know you. Any around this won't smoke. I'ma show you. Dye your hair, slice your eyebrows off. Oh, you got good pressured up, man. Like they gon' do something. That fin, 30 hanging out. You ain't.
So we all seen when Big Sad 1900 went up to No Jumper, right? And politic with Brick Baby and DW Flame, and try to dispel some of the rumors as far as it goes with him being a rat and this, that, and the third. Initially, they was hearing him out, right, and giving him the benefit of the doubt. But after going through the paperwork a little bit more thoroughly, they came to their own conclusions. And the conclusion was that Big Sad 1900 is no good in the streets, right? Which leads us to where we at right now. Big Sad being upset with Brick Baby and DW Flame and not feeling the take that they ultimately gave on his situation, right? The cold part about it is a lot of people had, a lot to say about DW Flame and Brick Baby because they was up there drinking syrup with him and they was, hearing him out, right? Initially, because they didn't have enough evidence to go off in order to make their decision. But like I said, after later going through the paperwork a little bit more thoroughly, they came to the decision that it wasn't good for Big Sad, right? Which leads us to where we at today, like I said.
And what's so crazy about Big Sad is I wanted the best for Big Sad. Big Sad put himself in a position where he put me in a predicament when I had to speak my real true mind and what I thought about it. Mm-hmm. As a black man, prosper. But as a gang member, I had to speak the truth. You told, and you a snitch. And look, you don't have to, he like, oh, can go be podcasters now. Look. I'm gonna tell you one thing. He like, niggas can't, I'm a rapper. Whoa. Look, cuz, you don't have to be a real nigga to be a rapper. You could be a bitch, a snitch, anything. Nigga, I'm a real nigga. My name is good. You could never say that no more. Your shit all bad, nigga. You in the house walking around with 30s on your hip. That's far from gangster. Chill out, champ. Nigga, like, and your gangster ain't that, I don't have to deal with you. When you were sitting next to me, I was cool with you because we had a podcast, champ. You not from my hood, so I don't have to do nothing to you, nor was I ever gonna do nothing to you because I can give a fuck. Your hood need to do something to you.
So I agree with DW Flame when he say, he really didn't care about the situation. He was kind of like brought into it, right, initially. And I definitely agree with his take as far as him, saying being a black man succeed and this, that, and the third. But he definitely was put in a position where he had to speak, his truth as far as like being one of them members. You understand me? So it's understandable.
You feel me? Basically, you sitting here saying all them niggas is busters because you been in your hood and they been knew you snitch. You said the wrong car, nigga. You said the car that the niggas was in. And that's just the facts. You could do as good as you want on your music. You feel me? But it's not going to last long. Name one snitch besides Alpo who name's still ringing. You fucked yourself up, nigga. On the dead homies. And in no way, form, or fashion on this earth you can see me. Period. Niggas can buy up artillery. I got artillery. We got everything that a nigga can say, cause you can't see me from either way around, nigga. So rap. That's what you do. Rap, nigga. Be the best rapper you could. Make it to where you at. Your name already bad. Your homie say that, nigga, where you be at, niggas don't even be at. So, like, cause if you want to make that, who cares? I don't care about your music. I didn't want you to not get far, which you put a hold to yourself, cuz snitching is snitching. You talk about it in your own music. So, nigga, if you being real, if you was me and I was you, you'll be like, that's snitching. That's snitching, bro.
Okay, so basically you saying that the shoe was on the other foot, niggas wouldn't have gave you no.
If the nigga like me, though, we talking about a nigga. We talking about a...
Now, that's possibly true, though. We don't know how it would actually go if the shoe was on the other foot. Now, it's two things, too. Like, when it comes to the street shit, it's two things that could ultimately, like, fuck up a nigga career. A lot of street niggas say, man, you down bad sexually, you down bad with them people, then you no good out here, and niggas really don't fuck with that type of shit, right? That's one thing that Big Sad is kind of like trying to throw out there as far as like a counter when it comes to DW Flame. He been calling him zesty and no, taking, like, basically saying you've been dyeing your hair, you got slits in your eyebrows, and, you know, people, you know, DW Flame has been getting some backlash as far as, like, the speculation on where he's standing with that type of shit, but it's all speculation, and it's you know, it's not, that shit ain't, none of it's been proven. You know, what I will say is that Big Sad 1900, right, like how he brought up, DW Flame brought up the fact that, oh, you know, where he be at ain't even where the real niggas be at. I was just watching a vlog from Big Sad 1900, and a whole bunch of people that's from where he from, whatever, neighboring sections or his section and this, that, and the third, and he seems to be in good standing with the people that's around him, right? That's why, you know, DW Flame brought up the fact that you saying, that Big Sad 1900 was saying, oh, you know, niggas been knew this information and ain't did nothing because he's still around, and he is still around, right, from these vlogs and the things we see. So it's kind of like a tricky situation. It seems to be some shit where, okay, half of the section is over here, or a small group of, I guess, supposed real ones is over here, and then it's a large group of niggas who is also real ones, but they standing with Big Sad, and you know, his movement and this, that, and the third. You feel me? DW Flame didn't seem to be, like, you know, in a rush to kind of put Big Sad in that rat category, but he felt like his hand was kind of forced because he is a member, and niggas expect certain things from members. Niggas, you know, especially if you still in good standing and you actively, you gonna be around, niggas want you to politic right, to say the least. But man, y'all let me know what y'all think about Big Sad and his, you know, he been dropping songs. He dropped a song called Big Zesty, and, you know, he going at DW Flame sexuality, like I said earlier, and, you know, he just ain't feeling DW Flame, and DW Flame, what DW Flame had to say. His whole thing is, nigga, he don't care what Big Sad got to say, because, nigga, you're down bad. Your name ain't good. His name is good, right? And it's a trip because he say, you know, he say some of Big Sad 1900 homies is contacting him about, initially, like when they first went up there and they was giving him some leeway. That's when Big Sad 1900 homies was contacting him and was trying to get him to be, like, keep it real and give a real take on the shit. Actually go through the paperwork and then give a real analysis, right? Which led us to where we at now, like I said. But it's a trip, man, because, like I said, it seems to be two different sides, right? Two different factions that's, you know, that's not in agreement with how things are being perceived or being in the interpretation of the paperwork, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Big Sad and what he got to say, and DW Flame, his response to what Big Sad had to say. My whole thing with it is people who participate in the streets, right, and gonna do their thing, and it's vital information to know who's not good and what's good and this, that, and the third. But the streets ultimately is watered down, if you ask me. And it's a whole bunch of niggas who are like the police, and the way they system is set up for you to be acting like you are on this, you know, like like you, it's not just a matter of time before for you get wrapped up in some shit, and for us to be playing these games as so-called black people, it's crazy. But I mean, nobody wants to be, it's like, for us, like, say, like, if we was on some, to have a revolution, right, to get some progress, you know, we wouldn't want a motherfucker there that's gonna run back and tell the powers that be that we is organizing and we trying to, you know what I mean? Shit is tricky, but y'all let me know what y'all think.